Chapter 14. Elf Subplot. Page 53. The sky was blooming with gloom. Someone out there was sad because it certainly wasn't Aaron. Matter of fact, he didn't really feel happy either. Just some weird middle space. He walked until he saw another road going off to the left of him, light up with magenta lights. It looked interesting. So, him being AJ, the dangerous AK, nickname he got from the amount of shots he could take, while attempting to light a joint in the wind, he heard a voice. "Hey, need a hand, shithead?" "What the fuck? Who said that? Reveal your position." Look to your right." AJ decided to see what the hell he was talking to him, and gazed upon a 5'7" man with long black hair topped with a red poofball hat beanie. His outfit was otherworldly or inworldly. I don't know if that's a real word. Anyway, he had a silk button-up t-shirt with wooden buttons that was surrounded by depictions of pyramids, gods and goddesses, Agartha, Nirvana, Walmart, Kmart, and Pop-Tarts. Not sponsored by any of those things. He had green pants with black ropes wrapped around his ankles, and yellow furry slippers and white socks. His face was a face. "I got a torch lighter. This fucking bullshit wind won't stop it. Hell, nothing can stop anything, really. I mean, unless it wants to, but most of the time it's all roast dinners and football on the weekend and a bunch of other shit, man. Where the fuck am I?" Aaron laughed and answered, "No fucking clue. We're just outside the capital, I think." "Oh yeah, good shit. What's your name anyway?" "Aaron Jennifer. Pleased to meet you. And yours?" "I'm Elf. Pleased to be meted." "Elf? Really, man? That's awesome, I suppose. So, what you been saying lately and all this flow, I guess I'll call it there. How are you flowing?" "Me? Like fucking frozen water. That's how. I'm in the middle of nowhere, barely any weed, and talking to some guy that goes by the name Elf. So yeah, kind of a weird spot looking for something." "Are we?" asked the elf, with intrigue. "Fuck man, I'm always looking for something to do with my sanity, holding hands with boredom. Well, peace is nowhere at all to be found, and everything that didn't matter, well, I don't know what matters exactly. Maybe love. Maybe that matters to people." The elf gazed at AJ like not only did he hear this all before, but he saw the beginning, middle, and end of it more than once before replying. "Let's keep walking while I tell you a story." "Okay, I guess. I go for one more of those. Seems to be a lot of those around here." It goes like this. The one-eyed king and the single-eared emperor sat down for a talk. After this talk, in their green emerald Egyptian-shaped pyramid, the size of Tokyo, floating through the cosmos, enjoying the scenery of thy space and space of one's thoughts in between the stars, their favorite and least favorite planets, the homes and Castros that took care of those homes in a fusion not too different from the rest of the stars and in space stations that stockpiled its armies in clothes drawers. Page 55. Armies that got off the back of emperors. Any Caesar you could think of was all there just to talk, play, laugh, enjoy the weather, as much as you can in space. War came to protect the circle of love that would not be tainted by a nasty Andromeda or otherwise. But one thing they didn't prepare for was the black hole crashing towards them. If it was the one moving and not them. The ship crashed. I forgot to mention that this is how they got their names, the kings. An electrical wire got cut loose from the sound system and went straight into the emperor's right ear canal, and a diamond from the emperor's queen's tiara came off and stabbed the king in the left eye. They made it to a planet called Novel and set up camp forever. So what did you think of the story? AJ looked like he hadn't like sleep was a foreign thing to him for 800 years before answering. Look, man, I'm just shh. The elf said. What? What now? You hear that? No, I don't, said AJ. Hold on, I got this. Watch this. The elf began frantically looking for something of greater purpose than the situation of oneself being lost in the woods for what felt like probably eternity for the both of them. Eureka! I got it. What? AJ asked, wondering what the hell the elf was on about. This. He then sat on a chair that was really a tree shaped like one. Hell yeah, bro. Bro, Tato, this is the absolute best spot in the house. Never thought I would get used to it. Like at all. End of chapter. Page 56. What are you waffling about? I'm not sure, the elf replied. Before being hit by a lightning bolt and transported up into the heavens, Aaron could see the outline of one skeleton when something this bizarre happens out of nowhere, with no real warning, but the best part was the big smile on his face. If he was being traveled to Nirvana, AJ was almost jealous. He then began to look at the tree the elves left this world in, and his mood immediately went to chill. He had finally found his bike and stash of drugs and other good goodies. Oh yes, he did. He sat where the elf sat, booted up his old iPod, and put on some classical Beethoven. He smoked some bongs and a 2-gram joint before doing the same ritual to get himself back on track. Threw an extra tab of acid in there to add to the brightness of everything and everyone, so I guess just everything. He biked back through the street named Back Roads and made himself familiar to a recognizable area of one's past. His crib. He immediately heard crying and screaming, paired by yelling, thinking of himself, how long was I fucking gone? Jesus, I need to get in there. He walked through the front door and up to the stairs to see what's what. He opened up the door to see the gang there. They stopped and stared in terror and agony at what Sophie might do. She stopped her act of sadness and ran to AJ and said this. Where the fuck were you? I thought I lost you. End of chapter. Hope you enjoyed.